we are doing a book review. We're doing Star Wars Rise of Skywalker Visual Dictionary with exclusive cross-sections. This is a hardcover book from DK Publishing, Lucasfilm, and Disney. So, here's the back of it, and it has 5 intricate cross-sections like I brought up before. And I have to say, this is a damn good book. I like it. However, there is a downside with this book. There's a spine as well. There is a downside with this book. Okay? There's a lot of downsides with this book. But it's a good book nonetheless. This book does not have both of Rey's lightsabers. If you have not seen the movie, that's a spoiler. This book is full of spoilers. So if you have not seen this movie, get the fuck out of my video. And as always, watch us on your TV. There's 3PO. So I will be talking about the movie, spoilers, all that good shit, showing you everything in this book as well. So let's get into this. Now, I love this book. I love Star Wars. It's a damn good franchise. Not everybody is happy with how it's going. And it's written by Pablo Hidalgo. So it is 200 pages. Like I said, here is the table of contents. Now we're going to skip the foreword and intro and all that good shit. We're getting straight into the nitty gritty of this. So, fuck that. And there's the introduction, and we had one of the things that's funny is the new timeline. Okay, it's called BSI. It's before Starkiller Incident and after Starkiller Incident. Yeah, that shit's kind of stupid, but it's whatever. And then you get the story so far, which is basically a rehash of what's happened in Force Awakens and Last Jedi. And when you go through this, if you have never seen a Star Wars visual dictionary, this is what it looks like inside. You get random pictures scattered throughout. You get little bios about, whoever the characters are. Little captions on the other pictures involved. You get fact file. You get the data file, which is it'll tell you, subject's name, their homeworld, their species, their affiliation, their height, and their age. And, it applies to everything. And you get the timeline as well. So, and it recaps the entire saga, which is nice. It recaps the entire sequel trilogy, which is really cool. I like that. That's helpful as fuck. So, yeah. And this show, it goes into everything that's gone down, like I've said. What really was baffling for me in this book was the fact that they didn't include Darkside Rey, and they didn't include her new lightsaber. That's so weird. Like, why would you cut that out? That makes no sense. They got Kylo Ren. Oh, wow. But they gave you Ben Solo's lightsaber. That's funny. So, I'm kind of dismayed at that. At the fall of Snoke. Battle of Crate. And then Rise of Skywalker. And every chapter will have a paragraph that, breaks down what's going to happen, basically. Then we have the Galaxy at War. So there's what the galaxy looks like. And it's everything included. And then they give you the factions. You have the First Order, the Sith Eternal, and the Resistance. And then here are the new planets that are in the film. Agent Kloss, Mustafar, Exegol, Pisana, Kijimi, Kefbur. And then, they break into, you get a breakdown, full breakdown of Planetoid, everything involved with it, which is nice. I'm just kind of blown away they didn't include her lightsaber and shit. Like, that's important. Another thing, like, there's a lot about Tross that I've already talked about, but that's in a two-part video on my movie and TV playlist that you can check out. Yeah, like, here's Rey. Like, right here, they should have put her lightsaber in, whatever. I'm just kind of surprised. The one thing I am happy about with Rise of Skywalker, her ass didn't get sexualized. It was so nice. But this is a good book, though. But yeah. I mean, is it worth the money that I put out for it? Yeah, it's worth it because, it gives me something to read when I'm working on my trilogy as well. Adding to it and whatnot when I do the dark side ending for it and stuff. And the books have names, which is really cool. And people are mad at this book for different reasons. I'm like, okay. Sorry you're so mad at it. I didn't even know this was Mustafar until I read the book. I was like, really? So, yeah. Yeah, Kylo Ren. Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. I don't know. I mean, I love this book. I really do. I mean, it's pretty much, a must-have for your collection, unless you're totally against everything new since Disney took over Star Wars. Which, I get people's arguments on that side of it, but if you're going to be toxic about it, grow the fuck up. Like, it's whatever. Chapter 3 of the First Order. General Hux. Wow, he's 35. Huh. 2 years older than me. Cool. I mean, I'm surprised about the timeline. General Pride. That's the one thing that's really surprised me is the new timeline, the ASI and stuff. Like, I'm not mad about the timeline. I'm not mad about it. I'm just like, whatever. I mean, it shows that, they're phasing out the OT, which is good. So, Gavin's no longer important. What else was there? I think it was about it. Like, I don't know. I mean, the breakneck pace of this film was phenomenal, though. Oh my god. Woo! Crazy. There's detailed sketches and stuff. The thing that sucks about these, there's Exegol. That sucks about the Incredible Cross sections, like I've mentioned many times before. the binding, like they're stuck in the middle, so that middle detailing gets cut out, and I hate that shit. Malachor. Morban. It's Korriban. My childhood. We have the Knights around. These guys didn't get enough fucking credit. They really didn't. And that's something that has me kind of miffed. Like, they deserved better. Like, seriously. I do like them, though. It's just a damn shame they were only there as, background and shit. The Night Buzzard. That's a good name for the ship. I like it. And there's this detailings from where it came from. And stuff. I think if they had more screen time, they could have been, really awesome as fuck. Same with Rey fighting her dark side version of herself. That would have been a lot better. Instead of just, being cut off and whatnot. The one thing I do like about the Knights of Ren is how they're so, they're dark, mysterious, and just, I don't know, they're so mysterious and all that good shit, and I like that. They got their weapons and equipment, which is really nice. So if you don't want to buy this book, keep watching this video. Share it with your friends and all that. Would I recommend it to my friends and you? Well, yeah. I mean, if you really love collecting these books, you're a diehard collector of books, definitely for you. If not, totally understand. Not everybody's going to like it. Not everybody's going to share the same hive mind mentality opinion on it. And I totally get that. Ren's helmet being repaired. First Order High Command. And it always surprises me that, everybody in the background doesn't get enough credit in the film, and I hate that so much. It's so frustrating. They should have had more to them and whatnot, but I guess time constraint and whatnot. And plus, one of the bigger things that you got to consider, and I saw this recently in a video about Daisy Ridley, because she was rewatching her fight in Last Jedi with Adam against the Praetorian Guards. And she said that one of the biggest things is that the Praetorian Guards had to wear the helmets all the time, and it was hard. It was hot, and it was a lot of movement too. So they're baking. They can't take their face plates off, and they're in full armament too, resistance base. And that's a lot of training, and you got to go through all that shit for weeks on end. Week, training. So I guess they didn't really want to do a full fight scene with the Knights of Ren for Tross. I don't know. I'm just anxious to see what was cut out. Leia's last film. But yeah, I mean, it's a lot of work going into that. So, and plus all the locations they filmed at, that's even, you're talking heat and all that shit. So it's going to be 10 times more difficult. So you gotta be careful they don't pass out or some shit. Pilots. But I mean, like, with this book, you get full details, short, full details on everybody involved. You learn who they are, even though they're not really shown in the film and whatnot. Hey, Cobalt Squadron, awesome. I still got to read that book. Resistance Aces. I'll get to him in a second. Black Squadron. Alright, Wexley. I wish he would have had. I wish to God Mr. Bones had been in Rise of Skywalker. You don't know who I'm talking about. You need to. There's his actual name, Temin. You need to go and read the Aftermath trilogy. Mr. Bones is Temin's personal droid that he created. And they didn't even bother putting him in the movie. That was so sad. But I'm not mad about that. I'm just like, there's a missed opportunity at the Starfighters. I do like the new paint job and setup for each of the fighters. They're really good looking. They look a lot more sturdier. I know Eckhart's Ladder complained about how there's a first cross section. He complained about how there were no new ships to really get into and whatnot. And it's I get his beef with that. I understand that. I totally understand that. When you see it, when you hear there's a new Star Wars film, automatically you assume that there's going to be, new ships, new people. There's the Falcon. Everybody knows this shit. Intelligence mission. There's all kinds of good shit in this book, and I love it. But, I don't know. I mean, I get why he's mad. Like, we should have had new ships. Then we have Finn, find out he's force sensitive. That's pretty cool. I like that. It was nice. It's a shame it wasn't, evolved further, but it happens, But, yeah, it's whatever. I'm not going to hold a grudge over it. We got Poe. He's just a Poe boy. Nobody likes him. We could have Poe Finn. Got Beaumont Kin. But yeah, new ships would have been nice. I mean, we got the Sith Star Destroyers. That was nice. The Resistance Commanders. Maz. Jan. Aftab Akbar. I like this. This is really cool. The Jungle X Hopper. Darcy. Or Daisy. Rose. Angon. Cheering. We got our first lesbian kiss on screen. That was pretty cool. Resistance support. The droids. I like him. I don't know why. I like AD. He looks cool. AD looks cool as hell. And there was something else I discovered, and I'll bring this up when I do a review on Clone Wars eventually. A lot of the concept art for older characters and stuff that was cut out. Oh, it's cute. Was actually used in Clone Wars. Like the original concept for Darth Maul was actually used for the Tyrellian Django Jumper. Festival of the Ancestors. They're so cute. I want one. They're adorable. Oh, oh, that's one. And continued. What is that? Oh, nice. And I always like how most of Star Wars characters and aesthetics are all made versus, you know, heavy reliance on CGI like they did in the prequels. That's nice. The Hermit. Who's the Hermit? I don't know. Actually, I'm going to go over this and I'm going to stop because I got to break this into a second video because it's so long. So, let's see. Spoiler, the Hermit is Lando Calrissian. Oh no. Alright, so I'll be back. Stay tuned.